What's going on, Pangani tribe? Today's one of those days where you ever take a trip down memory lane, or you ever just want to go and I guess reminisce a little bit. Well, I was out doing a little bit of business today, just getting some things taken care of before we have to or before we get to go and hit the road. And I was passing by on the interstate, my exit that I grew up on, exit 22. That's 22nd Avenue in St. Pete, Tampa Bay area, Florida here. If you guys are from here, I know a lot of the people watching are my friends, family that are here in St. Pete. And I decided, man, I guess I don't really have too much to do today. Let's just go for a drive. And ended up taking a trip, and I'm here at Northwest Park in St. Pete, down here off 22nd Ave. And the house I grew up in for many, many years is about a minute down the road. And man, it's just so interesting when you come back to a place that you spent most of your life. I spent 18 years of my life here before I went and moved to Sarasota for a school of ministry. I did that for a few years, and I ended up staying in Sarasota, where I met my awesome wife Shannan, and ended up having our two kids, Rylan and Landon. And you know, when you go back to a place where you spent a lot of time and a lot of things happened in maybe a particular area, and you just start to kind of analyze and reanalyze and just take an inventory of things that I guess have happened in your life. And it's kind of a moment that you're just stuck and you're still, and you think, man, all the things that have happened in my life from that time until now is just amazing. I know for some people it might not seem amazing. Maybe there's times of your life that you just want to kind of erase. And I've come to learn that those areas of my life where I've said, man, I just want to erase those times and erase those memories, they've made me who I am today. And it's pretty cool to just take a breather, just to sit back and just look at all that's happened, look at all that God has done in this time. And what I've come to learn is that God is in the business of redeeming people, and that's what he does. And so today, this video, man, I should be outside. It's really, really windy. It's like 22 mile per hour winds right now, 23 mile per hour winds. And like I said, this is an impromptu video, so I don't have my camera stand, I don't have any tripods, any mics with the wind little buffer on it, so you just get a raw video today. And this video is just a Meet Heath video. So as I mentioned, I'm in St. Pete right now. This is where I grew up, and I have two sisters. One's a half sister, her name is True Angel, and the other sister, her name is Ristine. She actually just graduated from Marine Corps boot camp, and now she's in school for her MOS right now. And when I was about 8 years old, my sister Ristine was about 4 years old. Our parents got divorced, and that was a tough time in our lives. We were away from our dad for a little bit. End up being able to kind of reunite with my dad and go back and forth. You guys know how that goes. Maybe your parents were divorced, or maybe you are a parent and you divorced your spouse and you have kids, and so you guys know how it goes, where you go back and forth. And that was a difficult time of our lives. And kind of moving the story forward just a little bit, I wouldn't blame it on my parents' divorce, but what I would say is, because I was a very manipulative kid, and because I did do things to kind of play my parents against each other in that time of being young and my parents being split and separated, I got myself into a lot of trouble. I got myself into a lot of things that I shouldn't have gotten myself into. And this is kind of an area of my life that a lot of people who know me don't really know about me. A lot of people who know me, a lot of you guys who meet me, and I'd consider you my friends, you'd consider me your friend, even those people don't really know, because I'm just a out there kind of guy. I like to have fun, I like to make jokes, I'm excited, I'm obnoxious, I'm a little over the top sometimes. And a lot of people don't know that I have a pretty dark past, and a past that I'm not necessarily too proud of. And but that just goes to show how awesome God is, and how he can take something so bad and make it really good. So as I said, I got in a lot of trouble. I got arrested a lot, and this is one of those parks. This is one of those the reason I want to stop by this park, Northwest Park, is because a lot happened here. I'm sitting here looking around, looking out the window right now, and a lot of good things happened here. This was a place where I walked from school and middle school every day down here, and moved into high school. I found myself here a lot, playing ball, and I played Little League Baseball here. I went to this pool right over here. I mean, this was kind of the spot. This is a really, really big park. But a lot of good happened here, and a lot of bad happened here. Got myself in a lot of trouble, got in a lot of fights. I got jumped into a gang here at this park. And a lot of you guys are watching this and be like, this dude was in a gang. And, you know, again, I'm not blaming it on my parents' divorce, but their separation made it really easy for me to get into a lot of trouble and the things that I shouldn't have been getting myself into, and I just took advantage of that opportunity, if that makes sense. So kind of just moving the story along a little bit, I did get in a lot of trouble. I ended up breaking into a lot of houses. I used to do a lot of armed burglaries. And guys, you don't have to turn me in because they definitely know. There's a time in my life where I did an armed burglary and I was facing about 5 years in prison. And I guess this is almost a little bit of a testimony video, but my Little League football coach ended up being the state was a state persecutor, and he ended up moving me into a long intensive program of rehabilitation and recovery to kind of get my life on track, which was just a blessing. And I got out of that jail time. I had a lot of consequences I had to pay, but just thank God that my Little League football coach recognized me and wanted to give me an opportunity and probably a 10th chance. I mean, I used to get in a lot of trouble. And it's just amazing because I look back on that and I look at where I am now. I own a company. I've been doing ministry for a long time. I have an amazing wife. I have 2 awesome kids. We're going on this journey. Life is great. Things just look, there's still struggles, but from the outside looking in, you would just think, man, these guys, look at these videos, look how awesome they're edited, or how not awesome they're edited. And some people kind of just look at a life and just go, man, they've got it all together. I want that life. I want what they have. Man, I wish I could travel. I wish I could have kids like them. I wish I could have, I wish me and my wife looked as happy and as great as they do in those videos. And man, I just want this to be a little bit of a sobering video for you guys to know, man, I've had it rough. And this is just a real, raw video of just telling you guys, it's whatever you see on YouTube, whatever you see on social media. I mean, we can put on this image and portray this image of who we are, but everyone has a story. Everyone has a story. And throughout this time of me getting in trouble, my mom ended up getting cancer. She had breast cancer, cervical cancer, cancer of the blood. She had cancer for maybe six or 7 years, and that was also a rough time of our lives. That really was a hindrance on our relationship, and it was just another hard time in our lives. And I guess I'm kind of telling you guys all these things because I want you guys to know where I came from. I want you guys to know the raw and the dirty and the nasty of who I am, because I don't want this channel to be a channel where you see this and you see the adventure we go on and you think, man, it must be nice to be rich, because we're not. Or, man, it must be nice to have a perfect life, because I haven't. Or, man, I wish it could be them, and it must be nice to just ditch everything, because guys, it's really been a long time coming, and I haven't had the perfect life. And a lot of those were a lot of those reasons why I haven't had the most ideal life and to this point is because of the decisions I've made in my life. Man, I'm so blessed and honored to have an amazing wife like Shannan, and to be blessed to have 2 kids, and I don't take that for granted. I know a lot of times I can take that for granted, but just sitting back in a remorseful kind of time, man, I am so blessed to be where I'm at today. I'm so blessed to be able to have this camera, to be able to afford an RV payment, to be able to afford a truck payment. Not to say that we're rolling in the dough. It's actually a big struggle, and we're taking a huge leap of faith financially and in all kinds of other areas of our life to kind of do this and to build our business and to go on this journey for our family. But man, God has provided, and God has brought us to a place where honestly 6-7 years ago, I don't think I was ever going to be in this place. I remember sitting in a jail cell. I remember sitting in a jail cell and thinking, this is the rest of my life. This is who I am. I'm a no good person. I break the law. This is what I do for fun. There's no way that anyone could love me after this. I mean, I hurt people. This is what I do. I carry weapons around and I intimidate people and I break into their houses, and this is who I am. This is Heath. Welcome to the life of Heath. And I just remember thinking, I guess this is life. I guess this is what I'm gonna be. I think I'm a little too far in this to be something else. And I'm not trying to push God on anybody here, but God is so good. And I remember him speaking to me in that moment, and I just remember him saying, if you live for me, you don't have to be that. And I took hold of that promise, and man, God just delivered me from that situation of having to spend more time locked up and spend time in that area of my life. So enough of that, man. I just want to do a Meet Heath video and let you know, guys, I haven't had the best life, but I have had an awesome life, and God has redeemed a lot of things in my life, and God has blessed me with a family and with friends and with people who love me and support me, and I'm so thankful for that. Let's move on to a little bit of the good. It's not all bad, man. I've been able to experience a lot in my life so far. I'm 25 years old. Some things that I love fishing, and I think you're gonna find that out if you follow Yak Tribe. I love fishing. I love people. I love redemption. I love seeing people come from nothing to something. I love music. I play guitar. I play piano. I play a lot of string instruments. I've been in worship bands. I've been a youth pastor for some time. I love the outdoors. I love just getting outside. I love rigging things. Like I love doing things in a way that things shouldn't be done. I like being different. Back to I like rigging things. I just love putting things together. I love taking things apart. I love breaking things. I love basketball. I just love people in general. I love making people happy. I like when people like me. I don't like when people don't like me. I guess that's just a little bit of things about me. There's a lot of things I do like. I think if I had to sum it all up, if I had to pick one thing that I liked the most, it would be people. I really like people, and I think I have a genuine concern for the well-being of people. And I think a lot of you guys who know me and a lot of you guys who follow Yak Tribe, I think would hopefully be able to agree just a little bit. I love people. So I'm super excited to bring you guys along on this journey. I'm super excited. I know I say that a lot. I actually got a comment that said like, Heath's super excited. But I'm just at a point in my life where, man, I am super excited. I'm excited for this journey. I'm excited for you guys to do the meet Shannan. She doesn't have as much as a dramatic story. My wife is a saint. She's awesome. I was her first boyfriend. I am her only husband, obviously. I was her first boyfriend. She's just so holy and so awesome. She's a great mom. She's a great wife. And she also really loves people. She's super concerned about the well-being of people as well. So that's just kind of a Meet Heath. To sum it all up, I guess you could say I've had a really rough past, but I've also had a really good past. And I've learned that God is in the business of redeeming people and redemption in general. He has set us up to, I guess, just sit back and relax and enjoy, and to travel and to spend time with family and to bring you guys on this journey. I really believe that He set up this platform for us. So I am really excited, and I'm very excited to bring you guys along on this journey. So thank you for watching this video. Remember that though you may have a little bit of a rough past, you don't have to stay in that. You don't have to stay stuck in the rut of thinking, man, I can't make anything of my life, because you can. Or maybe you've done some wrong things in your life, or you've made some decisions that you're just not proud of. Don't stay in that lie, and don't dwell in just that negativity. Know that you can turn it around, and things can turn around. Maybe you might be able to relate to me a little bit, and you might say, I kind of relate to Heath. I haven't had a good past, but I know I can have a good future. I just know that if I would have sat in that that jail cell and just buy into the fact that that's who I am. I'm a stealer, and I'm an intimidator, and I'm a manipulator, and I hurt people, and that's just who I am. If I would have just stayed in that state of mind, I probably wouldn't be where I am today. So man, just get redeemed, man. It's gonna be awesome. Don't stay in that rut. If you want to go on an adventure, if you want to change your life, if you want to have a different outlook on life, if you want to go from being stuck to kind of being released and free and happy and excited, man, let that happen. I mean, it is possible, and I'm a living testimony that is possible. So I love you guys, man. I'm super excited for this journey. I know this was a long video. I didn't have a sheet to tell me what I should be saying in this video. It can be a ramble, and I'm sorry for that, but I love you guys. I am very excited for this journey, and I'm excited for you to follow along. So until next time, Pangani Tribe, we'll talk soon.